Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Air Force's offense takes the field. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Tackled immediately after the catch. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. He's got it. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Hawaii's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Goes to the option. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Sticks it in his belly. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Here comes the option. Got enough for the 1st. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. On the option, running with power.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's being taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction. It's just always changing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Uncorks it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The short hands, it's Freeman. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now on the option. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Falcons line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Slides away. He's going to run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one, with the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point. Fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. Big fullback's got it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The back goes in motion. On the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He'll take it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
7, Air Force 0.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Wants to throw on 3rd. Still on his feet. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll run the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brewer. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes his connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 2nd down after that incompletion. Power football with the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the fullback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A 3rd and long coming up here. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawaii. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got him downfield. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Falcons.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Fakes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Puts him in the spin cycle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Shakes off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hawaii 17, Air Force 7.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. pre-snap motion in the backfield. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Third down coming up.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gilliam. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defender. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. He'll do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Air Force 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. Picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Warriors! And the beatdown has ensued.
Touchdown, Hawaii.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Hawaii 31, Air Force 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running back goes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. From the shotgun, the inside give. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Coming after it. Unleashes one. Tosses it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw it again. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you...
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Offense set on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Bounced off his feet. That last completion has him set up, second and short. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The offense starts with a short field. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From his end zone, he'll go up top. They're bringing heat. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.